What's up, guys? Midwest Tour Review here, back again. Well, we've got a new project that I want to share with you guys, and let's go ahead and get on to it. So, what we have here, you guys may have seen me talk about it on my Instagram, but this is, I believe the part number is K503. It is the 50th anniversary box. It's like a golden color, and I think that was specifically because it was their 50th anniversary. But it's got an upper and a lower chest, and I picked this up today off of Facebook Marketplace. Shout out to TC who sold it to me. Nice, really nice guy. This particular box belonged to his grandfather, I want to say, and I think he had it for quite some time, and then ultimately came to the decision to go ahead and sell it. So he helped me load it into the vehicle, which there was no way I was probably going to be able to do it by myself. And off to the Midwest Tour Review garage it went. Initially, when we got it home, the wife and I, this lid was locked. It was locked in place, and we couldn't get it. Or couldn't get it open. So we had to basically use our cobalt saw, and we had to show you here, we have to use our cobalt saw, which is, if you haven't seen anything, I'm gonna probably do a review on this saw here, but this thing is absolutely fantastic. This is literally one of my favorite tools. Out of everything I own, it's one of my favorites. There's a drawer down there at the bottom, because I took that out. But yeah, we have to cut that lock essentially almost all the way down to the metal plate here, and then we were able to break it off with a pair of pliers and get the box or the lid open. What can I tell you? So we got that. We started going through the contents. I don't know how long this was closed, but I can only assume that it was closed a very long time. You can see the amount of just straight up neglect in here. I don't know if I want to call it that per se, but it's just bad, right? It's bad. I don't really know what that is, but something was allowed to just kind of sit in this box, and it didn't rot through, thank God. There's no rot, like through rot, so it's just surface rust. But it's thick. It's thick. And so we're gonna have to really get this box. This is gonna be, when I did the KR562A, it was rough because it had dents and it was dirty. This box doesn't have very many, if any, really dents in it, which is a great thing, but it's very dirty, and there's a lot of rust, surface rust that needs to be addressed. So this is going to be a restoration project from the ground up, just like we did with the KR562 taco wagon. We are going to basically take this thing completely apart, and we're going to strip the paint, and we're going to fix all the body issues. If there are any small dents, we're going to take care of that. One of the very unique things, and I didn't notice it when I was buying it, but I would love to have asked TC, who was the original owner, if he knew why there were bullet holes in the drawer, and they shot through that drawer, and they shot through that drawer there. So I don't know if that drawer has. I think it does. Yeah, it does. So it went through 3 different drawers. And right out the bottom. So I don't know what the story behind that, but that is very interesting to see bullet holes in a Snap-on box. First time for me. I don't know a whole lot about the box. I'm going to spend some time tonight while laying in bed and kind of understand more about the history of this box, or this series of boxes. Like I said, all I know is the 50th anniversary. I know it's the golden color. I know they're fairly sought after boxes. A lot of people like them, self included, but it's a really, really neat timepiece here. One of the other cool things about it is that when I got inside of the lid here, Obviously, I'm going to dig around and see the tools and stuff that were left behind. It was almost like a sarcophagus, if you will, of just history in here. And, you can only wonder, like, about TC's grandpa, why he collected what he collected and why he had what he had in here. There are a number of different sockets. These here just so happen to be snap-on. Pretty much all of these here you see are snap-on, including this wrench, which is a 3/4 inch wrench. It's also snap-on. There's the end results of the lock that we had to cut open to get to the inside of this drawer. That's not an issue. I have factory replacement locks that were from this time period, so that's not going to be a problem. And I also need one down here at the bottom anyway. But yeah, these are all snap-on sockets that just kind of got caught. And what is up with like 25, 30 seconds and 19, 30 seconds and all that stuff? I don't know. Those are weird sizes to me. I'm too new, I guess. But nonetheless, they're all snap-on sockets. There are a couple Max swivel sockets in here as well that are really good condition. We're going to throw all of the sockets into a vat of evaporust to remove that rust, and then we will determine what is salvageable and then what is not. There are a couple Craftsman sockets in here. Not going to keep any of that. VL checks, wrenches. There's a lot of different little industrial sockets. There's all little various different brands, I guess I should say. There's also stuff that I've not gone through yet. This back here in this corner, Weller soldering iron, Westline wrench, which apparently is USA made. Once again, it's that infamous 25, 30 seconds again. You can see that one of the signs, the little piece back here broke off, but that's not an issue. We have a brand new sign here. So same time period. So we're good to go there. Same size, everything. So that's not going to be an issue. That plate there is salvageable too. We just simply, glue it on or whatever, or weld a little stub on the back of it. So it's not an issue. I don't know the history behind Bug. Maybe that was a nickname or something like that, but it was on there. Initially, I thought that I could clean it up, but like I said, there's too much surface rust. There's, all that surface rust down in here, and I thought about using, I've been promoting this stuff fairly hard here lately. I thought about using the Flood Penetrol and just rubbing Penetrol over the entire box and kind of preserving the patina. But I just don't think, I think there's too much rust that needs to be addressed. And I'm just not certain that I'm going to be able to clean up the paint like I want. Maybe if you guys know some cool ways to clean up the paint to a point where it makes it worth leaving as it is, almost like a time capsule in such a way, let me know. Leave it in the comment section. I'm always looking for cool ways, cool techniques. But you can see there, it almost has the, I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but it has like a metallic paint to it. I can see it in, and it looks like it's all original paint too. But it's like almost like a honey mustard color. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it, but very, very cool box. But I don't know, like I said, I don't know how well I'll be able to clean it up. And that's my concern. So, yeah, with all the rust and everything, I'm just a little concerned. But if you look at the side of the box, you don't see dents. That's one good thing about it. You see scratches and scrapes and paint splatter and things of that nature. But as you go down the box, you don't see dents. You just don't see them, which is really cool. No matter where I look, none of these drawers have dents, but there are, you can see a considerable amount of rust on here. And I just don't know. I just don't know. So, I mean, I got to clean it anyway. It's got to be cleaned in general. But I just don't know if it's worth preserving the paint as it is. That's another question I would have for you guys. Should I attempt to preserve it as it is, or should I just restore it? Even inside, I mean, that's just no hope inside of it. I just don't know. I'm torn. And I told TC, I was torn when I bought it from him about what I was going to do. I just didn't really know. So, and I still don't know. As far as a timeline on this box, I don't know yet. We're going to clean it up. You guys will come along for every step of the way. So as we go through and we get rid of stuff that we don't need, you're going to be there for that. You're going to see the evapor rust for the stuff that we're going to keep. You're going to see us cleaning the box. You're going to see removing the slides, getting those conditioned. You're going to be along for all of it. It's going to be a series of videos that are going to come out, and it's not going to be done in one video. We're going to do it in a series of videos. That's going to help pay for the purchase too. That's another thing of it. So by documenting it, if you will, and putting it in a series of videos, it will help cover the cost of what we're going to do to the box. So I don't know if anybody's interested in the dimensions, but I was just thinking that I am. I don't know what the dimensions are. Let's see here. Oh, almost dropped my phone. Sorry, I'm trying to do this all with one hand. I apologize. And I'm a bit tired tonight. The box is 18 inches in length. Let's see here. The jars are roughly, let's call it 16 inches in depth. Let me go from the inside to inside. 24 inches roughly in length, and approximately 1.25, 1.5, but yeah, 1.5 inches deep in terms of depth. That's going to be the same for all the jars. They do have the dividers in there. I think most of the jars do. Yeah, they do. I don't know if we're going to keep that. I pulled all of that. This box here also had the dividers, but we removed all of that so that it'd be more conventional for, current day use, and not so much segmented for as it was back in the day. And that's going to be the same as for as far as all the boxes go. The jars seem to differ in height, though. Some of them are thinner than others. Like this one is really, really narrow in terms of depth in the jar. So I don't know what we'll put in that jar. How we're going to use this box, I don't know yet. I don't know. We have a lot of stuff that's in the Snap-on KR562A. We have a lot. We have a lot more than what it should have in it. I think we will try to, once we complete our restoration, I think we will try to offload some of the things that are in that box and get them stored in this box. There are also Snap-on stuff and Mac tools that are down there that belong out of that box. I didn't want any Snap-on in this box. I wanted everything other than Mac, or I wanted everything other than Snap-on and Mac in this box. So I wanted Matco and any other brand that I may have. I wanted it in this box. I didn't want to have any of my Snap-on tools in here. And as you see, there's a whole row of Snap-on screwdrivers, even though we have a whole set of Matco screwdrivers right there. Snap-on, what is this? The circuit tester shouldn't be in there. Snap-on miniature screwdrivers shouldn't be in there. So there's a lot of things that could come out of this box and go over into this box here. As well as breaking up some of the monotony. One of the problems with this box is that it's not conventional sizing. So what I would like to do is break up some of these ratchets and remove leave some of the ratchets in here. The most commonly used ones, leave them in here, but also put some of my sockets in here. I have numerous socket trays that could go in there, such as this one here. This is one I got recently from my buddy Brian Curdy. This is perfect for this type of drawer, when it's sitting properly in there. But I have another set like this that's metric. I would love to get that set in here, plus this set here, which is SAE, and then some of the ratchets that are commonly used. That would be a better use of this particular space. Whereas right now, it's just sitting. There's also numerous other screwdrivers and things that are just kind of piled on top of each other. Things that, because it is so flooded with things that they don't get used. Same thing in this jar here. There's so much. This whole jar is pretty much Snap-on and Mac. That's all it is. Oh, and right tools. All the blue rails are right tools. So it would be nice to. This whole jar is pretty much sockets, but it would be nice to get them organized in a way that will allow me to use them more often. This tray here just kind of sits here. I use it as much as I possibly can, but I find that I work out of my salvage yard bin over there a lot too. But it would be nice to take this tray and move that tray to up here, and it would sit here, and it would get off that box, and we can keep that space cleared out. In the wintertime, that box is going to be covered. That's another thing too. The Matco and the Snap-on will both be covered for the winter, and we won't be working out of them. What we will be working out of is the salvage yard bin for the most of the time. And if we can get this guy here done within a reasonable amount of time, we can work out of it as well. So that's just something that we're thinking about. Let me see here. What else is there? Sorry, I'm trying to think of everything. The problem is right now with trying to figure out a time for this box. Oh, yeah. Oh, good night, baby. That's my daughter, Jo. The problem is with this box is that we have the OBS Chevy. I'm just being honest with you guys. We have the OBS Chevy that I got the call today. The clutch has been done. So it's ready. The truck is ready to be picked up. We have other trim pieces, molding pieces, etc., that need to get installed on an OBS Chevy. So that can be done. Plus, we have the lift kit that's piled up over here. This is the entire lift kit right here. All of that stuff needs to be laid out, ready to go, so we can get that installed on OBS Chevy. Granted, that's a weekend, okay? Then we have the new truck, which I guess I might as well tell you, we have a 2005 GMC Sonoma, Chevy Canyon or GMC Canyon. That is the wife's truck. It's like her 4x4 pickup truck. That's we bought that. Hi, hey Jane, you want to say hi? No, she just hit herself. So that's her truck. So we got to get that truck done. We got to get the suspension welded. We got to do some repairs on it. It was in an accident. We got it for really, really cheap. We have to get that truck done. So we have two trucks that we got to get done. We need to winterize the garage, get all of our tool chests and everything, all of our tools put away, because we're in the Midwest, and if we leave things just not taken care of, it will rust, unfortunately. So we're using the Penetrol. You guys know about that. I've been doing a lot of getting everything prepped, but I just want to be safe. And then we have this box here that we got to get working on. So we have to clean it. We have to clean it out. We have to clean it then we have to do body work on it to remove the loose rust. And then we have to make a decision if we're going to go forward and try to repaint the whole thing, or we're just going to preserve the look after we clean it up and see how well it cleans up. So there's a lot of projects, and we only have a few more months to really get it done, because once it gets cold here, it's cold, and our project rate slows down tremendously. We also have some work that we got to do in the BMW. The BMW needs a couple heating issues taken care of. We got seals we got to get installed in there. We got to get that done as well. We have to get the Volkswagen Beetle moved into storage, because we can't have it sitting out in the winter. That project won't kick off till next year. We have the forward expedition. It needs to be taken to the shop to have um, a vacuum leak addressed. I tried to fix it myself. I tried to chase it all down. My buddy has a shop. He's going to take care of that. So that's one less project that we have. We just have to get it over to him so that he can take care of it. So as you can see there's a lot of things we have to do. And I'm not a mechanic, and I work for a living, and I operate and run a business unit at my company. So I have corporate demands, plus I have home demands and things of that nature. Plus I have kids, a wife, and all that other good stuff. So there's a lot to do, but lots of fun stuff. And I really hope that those things are, I told you guys all that, not to just say, oh, look at him, he's got a ton of crap that he's not been doing, but rather to show you guys that you may only see a portion of it because a lot of things are done off camera. And then you guys find out about it later on. We're going to try to change that and kind of bring you guys more into what we're doing so that you can be a part of it. And we need to grow our channel, our sub count. We need to increase our viewer count. And so in order to do that, we have to improve our content. And so we're going to bring you along for pretty much all of those projects so that you guys can kind of get an idea of how things operate in a DIY setting, because the majority of my viewers are actual mechanics and technicians and etc. So I think you guys will get at least a good laugh out of how things operate on the DIY side, if nothing else. And hopefully you enjoy the content. So, but we've restored, this will be the third toolbox we restored. We've done the KR562A. We even had custom plates. These are all custom. These are obviously not, you can't find these anywhere. This is something that I designed, and I had my buddy over at Beck's Armory cut these out of 14 gauge metal, and then we had them affixed to the box. They're not permanently affixed, so that way it doesn't damage the box, but they are magnetized to sit on the drawers. That's just a custom touch. So we restored that box from the inside all the way out. And we also did a Mac MB75 prior to that. So we have some experience restoring boxes. So we just got to figure out what we're going to do. We're going to go that route, or we're going to simply clean her up really nice, take care of the immediate issues, and just use her. And I really want your feedback. What do you guys want me to do? Do you want me to restore it completely, or do you want me to go through the process and then make a final decision once we've taken care of the immediate things that need to be taken care of? Getting the stuff out, getting it cleaned up, and taking care of some of the baseline issues. So that's up to you guys. I guess this is going to be a viewer decision. What do you guys want me to do with this box? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Great box, got an awesome price for it. I thought about sharing that, but then again, TC and I didn't discuss that, so I don't really want to put his business out there for what he asked for the box, but I got a very fair price on it. I didn't give full asking, but we came to a number, and once I learned that it was his grandfather's box, I paid him what that number was, that full amount, because I thought that was the right thing to do. So TC is going to be also following the video along. He's agreed to watch the videos and kind of watch the process as well. So you'll see him hopefully in the comment section, and he'll be communicating, and maybe he'll be able to shed some light on some of the things that we find in terms of the contents of the box, as well as the bullet holes that are in 3 of the drawers. So hope that'll be very interesting to know about that. So guys, yeah, that's pretty much it. I got another video. We're going to talk about some sockets that we prepped. I'm going to release that video tomorrow. I'm going to record it right after this video, but we're going to release it tomorrow. So hope you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you leave me a comment. Make sure you leave a comment, because this is a viewer's decision here. I need to know what you guys want me to do with this box, and then we'll go from there. And make sure that you are following me on Instagram at Midwest_tool_review. We also got to get Black Beauty cleaned up and ready for the winter as well. She doesn't go out in the winter. She only goes out in the summer, spring and summer, in the fall, possibly. She don't go out when it's rainy or snowy. She stays inside the garage. But we got to get her winterize as well. But so yeah, make sure you follow me on my social media platforms. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.